What's going on, people? And yes, what a result for Nottingham Forest. Um, People in the comments below, who was your man of the match? What players impressed you? What a play! What a game! But like I said, if you didn't watch my watch along, please do go on and hit the like button. But like I said, this is like more of a I've got a Coventry fan in Max. He's going to give his verdict on how Coventry played. I'm going to ask him about Forest as well. I'll bring it in 2 minutes. Before I bring in Max, I will bring after Max is done. I will bring at least some Forest fans to talk about their opinion on the game as well. But people, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. But yes, what a game! One player that I think I was really impressed with was Gardner. Joe Worrell and Gardner for me. I didn't know much about Gardner when he first signed for Forest, but he really did impress with me as well. Joe Worrell, fantastic performance from Joe Worrell. But people, comment below if you've got any questions from me. If you've got any questions for Max as well, he's a Coventry fan. He's got a YouTube channel as well, so we'll be talking that as well. But like I said, people, like I said, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, like if you're new, and I'll bring in Max now.
Hello.
I do, Max. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Good result for you tonight.
Fantastic result. Are you a bit disappointed?
Yeah, very disappointed because it was a game I thought we started off really well. I thought it was a really well taken goal from Maxime Biamu. Great play from O'Hare again. And yeah, we were just the masters in our own downfall again. 2 mistakes, 2 goals. Paid the price ultimately.
Like I said, you started well with I can't pronounce the strike. Who scored again?
Biamu.
Biamu. Yeah, you started well. Was you happy with the start you did?
Yeah, because in games we seem to often go behind first, and it was important for us to get that early goal to give us something to defend, give us something to build upon. We don't seem to go ahead in many games, so it was nice to get an early goal. It was a great goal as well. We don't score many goals either.
Was a good goal.
Yeah, it was. It was a well-worked goal. O'Hare, again, the creator. He's been our creator often this season. I think he's the second most foul player in the Championship as well, which is an interesting statistic.
Okay.
Yeah, but then...
But like I said, Forest, it took 3 minutes to get Forest to come back with Lewis Gubbin. What was your reaction when they scored the equaliser?
I thought our right-back, Pask, he's come in for Dabo, who's been injured. Dabo's been quality this season, probably one of our best players, one of our standout players. So to see him ruled out with injury was disappointing. Pask comes in. He needs to get tighter to his man. He needs to get tighter to Amiobi. I think Amiobi was given way too much time to get a ball into the box. And you give a player like Graben that sort of time, we're going to pay the price every time. Yeah, I was disappointed with that.
Quick question on them. Forest fans been asking, where is Tyler Walker?
Tyler Walker's been out of injury, struggled with injury. I mean, he had COVID in October time, but he seems to have a reoccurring injury at the moment. Not exactly sure what injury it is, but it's been keeping him out for a few weeks. He's been out for the past few months. He's been out since November time. Struggled to come back. When he has played, he's looked sharp, but he hasn't really done a lot in a Cov shirt yet to make me think he's been a good signing. He hasn't done a chance.
Was there any positives at that game that you thought he was impressed with?
Well, I thought the second half we were a lot better. I thought we pushed on a lot more, but we didn't really test you enough, I didn't think. I mean, a lot of Cov fans were saying what a better second half that was, but to no effect in the end. It was a disappointing game. I just thought we seemed to lack something. I thought Da Costa coming on, the right wing back, because we had a formation change. We went to a back 3 and then the wing backs, which kind of gave them more freedom to come forward. And I thought Da Costa seemed to cause your left-hand side a lot of problems, a lot more problems anyway.
He was.
Yeah. Just seemed to be a lot more of an attacking threat that Pask didn't offer. He didn't have that attacking presence going forward. I thought Maxime played really well, the striker, Biamu. I thought he held it up quite well. But it was just disappointing from us, I think. I mean, seeing your team sheet, I was surprised where you are in the league. Like, the quality you've got on show, and the depth you've got surprised me. So I was a bit surprised to see how low you were in the league.
What was the negatives that you saw on the pitch today?
Negatives, 2 sloppy goals. The first one, he should have dealt with it better. I'm not saying it would have not gone in, but it should have been dealt with better at least. The own goal, well, it's just unfortunate, really. Maybe Morosi, our keeper, could have come out to claim it. But it's just a cheap goal to give away, and it gives you something to defend and gives you something to like work on for the rest of the game. And we were just chasing it from them, really.
As a Coventry fan, like I said, fantastic win for Forest. What did you think about the Forest performance?
Well, I thought we started off really well, and I thought you responded very fast. You showed your quality. I thought Anthony Knockaert and Lewis Grabban caused us all sorts of problems. It caused McCallum loads of problems. McCallum struggled in recent weeks, actually. I think the quality of opposition he's come up against seems to improve every week, to be honest. And Knockaert was just taking him on every time, getting good balls in. I thought Grabban looked sharp as well. I'll be honest, from the second half, I just thought you sat back a lot more. You didn't really need to push on. And I thought we did have a lot of the ball, but to no effect, really. But you dealt with everything with relative ease.
We're Coventry in the league.
We're one place above you now. I think a point separates us.
Are you worried about like if the Forest in the relegation fight? Are you worried you might get down there?
Well, yeah, I do worry about a lack of experience. Obviously, first season back in the Championship, so it's just being used to the situation we're in. I think it's going to be a tough one. I think there's far worse teams than us. I think Wickham already way cut adrift. But it's vital that we start winning games and stop conceding silly goals, because we don't score many goals and we just seem to be making silly mistakes. So it just seems to be there's been a lot of draws, sloppy, silly defeats, really. I think we'll avoid the drop. I think it'll be tight. I think we've been pulled back into it now. A few weeks ago, we seemed to be clear of it. And then you win tonight and all of a sudden we're back in it again. And you seem to be pulling away a little bit now. Yeah.
Are you happy with Mark Robins as a manager?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think he's done wonders for the club. We were nowhere a few years ago. We had no hope, no prospects, no hope of getting out of League One, to be honest. I mean, we still don't have a stadium. That's still a massive issue. I saw the Forest media team had a little dig at that. I thought it was quite funny.
What's that?
I think they put out a tweet before the game, like of a match day thing, and it was of like the Coventry train station, but like scribbled out and like graffitied with Birmingham on it, and then St Andrews in the background. I thought that was quite funny. Yeah, I thought. And a lot of Cov fans were saying if we'd have won, you would have looked like right mugs, but obviously not. It wasn't to be.
The transfer window has gone. Have you brought any players in the transfer window?
We've signed Gyökeres. His name's hard to pronounce, from Brighton. Sorry, he was on loan at Swansea. Didn't really do a lot, but seems to be fitting in quite nicely in the team. We signed Matty James. That was probably our biggest signing.
James, it was from Leicester.
Yeah. He was on loan at Barnsley earlier this season. He slotted in really well. Just seems to be a calming presence in the midfield, because we have missed Nick Kelly.
Quick question, Matt. Right, like as we know, like you mentioned Leicester. Do you class Leicester as your rivals?
No, I don't. This is only because I've never really seen us play them. Maybe when I was young, I only started supporting Cov when I was about 10, and they're in the same league as us then. But since then, they seem to have gone on to do great things. I'd class teams like Sunderland more as a rival, to be honest.
Do you?
At this stage.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my personal opinion. If you were to ask any other Cov fan, probably who's older than me, they'd definitely say, yeah, still a derby, but seems to be worlds apart right now, to be honest.
Yeah. Quick question. The striker got seriously injured. Do you know if there's any updates? But someone's asking.
Bakayoko, yeah. I'm not actually sure what happened. I've been trying to look for a replay on Twitter.
Sambo, basically, it was a long ball, and I think Sambo must have punched him by mistake. That's all I can see. But I hope he gets better. But it was a horrible challenge. Yeah,
it was. I mean, I thought I did like the confidence of your keeper. He seemed to come out and claim everything, which I liked. I mean, I've heard
sometimes he's a bit daft.
So but he did seem very confident. Yeah, I'm not sure. He seemed to be knocked out, I think, very briefly. Seemed to be out cold. I'm not really sure about what's going to happen next with him.
Like, quick question, as a coach fan, like, I don't know if you know, Forest had players like Gardner, Krinovic. They started. Did any of them players impress you?
Not particularly. I mean, I thought we looked very sloppy. We gave the ball away very cheaply. I didn't really think you tested us much either, with all the attacking prowess you've got in your team. The names which stood out was Krivanovic, is it? Am I saying that right? Yeah, he was one who I thought would stand out a bit more than he did. I thought it was more your wingers seemed to cause us a lot of problems, particularly down the right-hand side. I thought Christie caused a lot of problems as well.
The thing about Christie's been getting loads of stick. Christie's been getting loads of stick, and with him and Bong, I think they impressed really a lot. So they impressed. Like, I know most of the game, it was coming down your right hand side. Most of the time. But I personally think Bong was really him and Christie. Christie gets loads of stick all the time since we've got him on loan from Fulham, and I was really impressed with them too.
Yeah.
You mentioned about, like you said, Forest. You saw the team sheet, and I thought, it was really impressive. What's your opinion on Forest this season so far?
Well, I think Forest fans. I think if I was a Forest fan, I'd be disappointed because I think you should be a lot higher than where you are in the league. I mean, you missed out on the playoffs, didn't you? In like the last seconds of was it the last game of the season or something?
Yeah. Oh, don't mention that.
Yeah, I know. Feel bad to mention that. But then yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's like Derby as well fall into that same kind of bracket. I do think you should be doing a lot better than you are. I mean, have you had a managerial change? I think I'm right in saying Chris Hughton's come in. Chris
Hughton come in.
Yeah, he seems to have turned things around a bit. I mean, the results been picking up, have performances been picking up for you, or has it just been?
It's just been our last 3 games. We was 7 unbeaten, and then we lost to Middlesbrough. Was it 2-1? Lost to Middlesbrough, and then we got battered against Swansea 5-1. That was in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And in the league, we played against Barnsley, and that was awful. The game was awful, and it wasn't good enough. But I'm not going to lie, today it was important because we beat you, and then we got Wickham on Saturday, and today that 2-1 win against a team that
6-pointer.
Yeah, 6-pointer. Because remember when you came to Islam.
Wow, that was awful.
That was I can't believe that, because first half was great. Second half you was fantastic, and then we got that late penalty, and
that's been the story of our season, though. It's just been mistakes, really, just silly mistakes.
Yeah. Two more questions, Max. Where do you think Coventry will finish this season?
I don't think we'll go down. I think we'll finish. I'm going to say 18th or 19th. I think we'll have enough to stay up. I don't really think we'll get the results we need to stay up and stay in the division, but it won't be pretty particularly. I think we're missing a lot of key players with injury now. Dabo's out. Kelly's been out. Our captain's been out. McFadden's been out with injury as well. So I think we've got players to come back. So we're a bit thin on the ground right now in terms of the players we've got at our disposal, but we should have enough just about, I think, to pull away.
Last but not least, I don't know if anyone knows, Max has got a Coventry channel, YouTube channel as well. Go on, promote it, Max.
Well, I haven't uploaded in a while, I must say. I do intend getting back on that, but a lot of my videos were matchday vlogs from Coventry City games, matchday previews, just documenting my experience. I'm also very active on Twitter as well, so I do interact with a lot of fans on there about my videos, about what I do. And yeah, I'm just looking to get back out there, get back on YouTube again, and hopefully be able to return to the football very soon.
What I'll do, Max, end of the stream, send me your YouTube link and your Twitter link, and I'll put it in the link below so people can follow you and subscribe to your channel.
Okay, that's great. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So what I'll do, at the end of the stream, I'll put Max's YouTube channel. I'll put his Twitter channel as well, so people can subscribe. Like I said, as everyone knows, if a YouTuber or any football fan comes on the channel, I like to promote the channel. But Max, I do appreciate, even if we did win, you for coming on my channel.
Yeah, no worries. Congrats on the 3 points and all the best for the rest of the season.
And good luck to the season as well.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Respect, mate. Peace and love. Peace and love. Cheers, dude. Right. I've got Mr. Steve Brown here to talk about his verdict on the Forest. Hello,
hi, Ben.
Hello, my friend.
How you doing? Get in. Come on.
How you feeling?
Oh, my God. That was the longest. Well, especially to give 5 minutes overtime, and then he went down with that injury. I thought, how long is this going to go on for? And then luckily we just saw the game out. So I hope that guy's all right as well, because that looked quite nasty.
Oh, I think did Samba punch him in his face by accident?
I think it was a follow through. I think because he punched the ball out, but then the follow through just. I think he was sandwiched between another player as well. It might have been Figueiredo.
What players that impressed with you, Steve?
I just put in the comments now. I would say, I think it's a bit harsh as well. I think I'd probably say the back four. I know Christie, the goal, you could blame him. He cut in from that side. But I think the back four, Samba, and I would say Garner looked quite handy as well.
He did. I was impressed with him.
Yeah.
Really
impressed with him. He put a foot in mind. He won the ball back a few times. Like the Coventry fan just said, Flair players didn't see, like, Knockaert played well. He run around a lot as well, to be fair to him. But yeah, Freeman didn't do a lot when he came on. I think he was just there. I've seen a few comments, Ben, already about is Lolly out of favour and so on because he brought Freeman over Lolly, but maybe he just felt Freeman suited the game more than Lolly, perhaps.
I was surprised with that one because I thought it would have been a straight swap with Lolly, but seems like Lolly can't get a chance. People in the comment section, who was your man of the match of the game? Other players that impressed. I was players like Bong. I was impressed with Bong. What was your opinion on Bong today?
Bong was. I think, like we were saying in the video yesterday, I think Coughton knows how to get the best of these players because he's played him in Brighton. So I think Bong is playing under the manager if he's confident in. I think he's not putting a foot wrong at the moment. I think Ribeiro will probably, well, I don't know, maybe Ribeiro will go back in, but who knows? Bong's doing nothing wrong.
What's your opinion on Filipe Krajinovic? What was your opinion?
Oh, Philip. Yeah, I don't think the pitch suited him. I think it was such a boggy pitch. I think he's more suited, when it's nice and dry. But yeah, he looked class in pass, didn't he? Had a nice touch. He didn't create as much. The Barnsley game, I think he created a bit more. But his set pieces are looking good. I think Cafu was better tonight than against Barnsley as well.
Like I said, a fantastic 3 points. Was there any negatives? Was there any negatives that you've seen on the pitch today?
I've already looked on the timeline. I think a lot of fans are saying about how much we sat back and let them attack us. Yeah. I think we're giving Coventry a bit disservice there because I think they are a good little team. They do play football, and what I respected of them was like they weren't going for long throw-ins, goofing the ball in there. Yeah, they were in the last 5 minutes. That's what you do. But they were just sticking to their principle and trying to play the football through us. So,
we've got a massive game on Saturday against Wickham. Do you think we can use his confidence with today's win and take it on against Wickham? Well,
if we lose Saturday, this game kind of cancels that out. Then, yeah, like I said yesterday in the video, we can't lose Saturday. If we even pick a point up, it's something. We just can't lose to them.
Right, people. Stephen, stay on for 2 seconds. I might try and get people in. But I know that Grabbing was getting, as you know, Grabbing was getting loads of stick from everyone. How do you think Grabbing played today?
Yeah, can I just say one thing, right? Now, the thing he done against Stoke, okay, there's conflict there. Did the keeper give a shout? Did a Stoke player give a shout and so on? But since then, he's cleared one off the line against Barnsley, and he's cleared the one tonight as well. So I know he gets stick, but you take them two things out of that, and then we conceded. So yeah, I think he was better tonight. Like the Coventry fan said, he looked quite sharp. And that goal hopefully will do him good.
Last but not least, Stephen, who's your man of the match? I've asked you that question. Who's your man of the match?
You give all players, but I'd say if I had to give the highest rating, it'd probably be Worrell, and then with Bong with a close second.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But Stephen, thank you for coming on. Much appreciated. But it's everyone knows this is Stephen. He's from Wales. Whereabouts in Wales are you from?
I'm 8 miles from Swansea in a place called Neath. Yeah.
So,
This is why I get so
stories-
much stick, Ben, from Swansea fans. Yeah.
So, if no one knows, on my, I think it was, I met Stephen. My first time I met Stephen was Swansea away, wasn't it, when we beat him 1-0.
Yeah, Semedo's goal. Yeah.
Yeah, so I met Stephen.
Because
But it was weird because, like I said, me when I started doing my vlogging, the only person in Wales I knew was Martin Price, and then
Right, okay.
I've got quite a lot of Wales following, and
yeah, well, that's why I
great.
knew you. That's on Twitter, Ben. I started following you and watching your videos, and then that game, I looked behind me, and you were up there with your flag and all that, and I was like, "Oh, that's Ben." So after the game, that's why I made a point of coming over, and yeah. So
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But Stephen, it's been a pleasure for coming on my channel. But you'll definitely see Stephen when my watch longs are back. But yeah, Stephen, thank you for coming on, and it's been a pleasure.
Right.
It's been a pleasure.
And Ben, hopefully one day we'll get up the City Ground and you can interview me up there.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Right, peace and love, Stephen.
Right, cheers, Ben.
Cheers.
Come on.
That's Stephen, fantastic fan as well. I put the link in. If people want to come in, they can come in. Talk about Forest. But like I think what a result! What a result for Forest. 3 vital points. I don't know. I think I should be waiting for another Forest fan. I don't know where he is. But people in the comment section, if you've got any questions as well, you can comment. Click on the link. Click on link. Dan's having a struggle to. Dan's the man. But yeah, people, if anyone wants to come on, click on the link. Click on the link, people. Like I said, a fantastic result for Nottingham Forest. I'm gonna start with Samba. Like Samba was, I know you can't blame him for the first goal. It's a bit. That was more Chris's fault, if I'm honest. Back four, I think I was impressed with the back four. I was really impressed with the back four. I know, like I said, I keep blaming Christie for that goal. But yeah, Forest fan is my man Glenn. Here's my man Glenn. How you doing, Glenn?
Oh, what? Now, the guys watching won't know this, but I messaged you about 5 minutes before kickoff. What did I say?
Don't ask.
Oh, what? Now, the guys watching won't know this, but I messaged you about 5 minutes before kickoff. What did I say?
Was it the 3-1?
No, I had a bad feeling about it.
What bad feeling?
I had a bad feeling about tonight.
You did, didn't you? Oh yes,
Yeah.
you did. And wait. Before we do, did I get my prediction right? Just thought I'd get out there.
Did you say 2-1?
Yes, I did. I said 2-1. Sorry, people. Just thought I'd get out there. Me and Craig got the result right. So, people in the comment section, did you get the result right? Wrong? Tell me. Glenn, what performance? Talk to me.
Yeah. So much brighter, so much better, wasn't it? In all areas, really. I was really impressed with the back four. They were so solid. Samba was so much more confident tonight. Philip and Garner, yeah, worked really well together. In fact, I was really impressed with him last match, Philip, actually. There was a little ball through to Graben that was just intercepted by the end of the defender's boot. And that would have been, such a great start for him. I was really impressed with him tonight. Christie was really impressed with. Bong, a little bit all over the place, but on the whole, putting some really good balls in. I think everybody played really well. And I think that's what we needed tonight on a really shocking pitch in awful conditions.
I was talking about that partnership with Garner and Cafu. How do you think them two play together?
I think Garner's going to bring the best out of Cafu, actually. I didn't see... I can't remember who they played last week. Who did they play on Saturday?
Barnsley.
I didn't see the squad before kickoff. And it took me about 20 minutes to even notice Cafu was on the pitch. I got to be honest. I didn't even see him in the game. I didn't see him do anything. Cafu, a lot better tonight. I think Garner, as I said, is going to bring the best out of him. And I think they played really well together. I think it was really interesting, actually, you were saying about you miss Yates. I don't know whether ultimately Ryan Yates and James Garner will be the partnership through the middle there. As good as it is that Cafu's loan is extended, I think ultimately when Yates is fit again, I think he would play really well with Garner.
As you mentioned Cafu, like it's a permanent. No, it's not loan. It's a permanent.
It's permanent, yeah.
Yeah. Every Forest fans mentioned we always get the cast-offs from Olympiacos. Do you think he's a player that going forward is the answer for Forest or not? Do you think?
No.
Well, why?
I think Yates is a better prospect. I think he's a really strong player who's only going to get better. As long as he's going to stay with us, I don't know whether there's any interest anywhere else long term. But I think, yeah, and that's a mile from me. So that would be a shame if he came down here. Yeah, I think Yates is a better player in that position. Cafu, I don't know what the difference in age between the Yates and Cafu. I don't know if
Cafu's 20. I'm sure Cafu's about 26. I think he's about 26.
Right, so two or three years older than him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't honestly have that much of an opinion about him, to be honest. I think he's as good as we can get for now, perhaps. But long term, maybe not. Although it's quite interesting, actually. I was listening this morning about transfer deadline day and how many loans there were and how a number of things, COVID affecting the amount of money that clubs had to spend and particularly Brexit in terms of bringing players in from elsewhere. I think having him here and keeping him for as long as we can, I think is a good position to have. But ultimately, I don't know if we would have necessarily gone for him at this point.
I'll talk about Glenn Murray. There's been a 50-50 opinion about Glenn Murray. What's your opinion on Glenn Murray?
I think had he not played for Houghton, I don't think he would have figured in the bringing in the last couple of days. I think the fact that I'm not really having an answer doesn't really give you a particularly strong opinion for me, to be honest. I think he's a player.
Stop me, Glenn. Right, people in the comment section, what's your opinion on Glenn Murray? I know there's been a 50-50 about his age. He can't score much goals, but people, would you happy with a Murray signing? Yes or no? Glenn, stop dodging the question.
Happy, yes. Yeah. Because it gives my man Lyle and Graben a little bit more up there. I think the fact that he's going to be used for the last sort of what's his squad number, 25. I think that's 25. As many minutes as probably he's going to get for each game if he's looking in a situation like that. I think he was ideal to bring on tonight as one person that would just sit on that back that centre half and just cause a bit of a problem up there. I think he's going to get as many free kicks as he gets stuck on his backside like he did tonight, and I think he'll just cause a bit more of a problem up there. I don't think, like you were saying, I don't think he will start many. I don't think he'll play many, but I think he'll be another person in that position just to throw on in the last sort of 15, 20 minutes in a game where it's close. I don't think they were ever going to come back from 2-1 down, to be honest, tonight. I think as anxious as you and I were probably the last couple of minutes before the injury, and I hope that lad's well, by the way. I think we were fine because we brought on that Blackett, and we had a little bit of an outlet up there, and we shored it up a little bit more in midfield. So I think he'll be an option for the gaffer. But I don't think he will be. I don't think he'll be scoring much. I don't think he's scored since lockdown 1, has he? I don't think he's scored for more than a year.
No.
So who knows? All it takes, obviously, is him to score a hat-trick against Wickham on in the last 20 minutes on Saturday, and then we'll be raving about him. But I think he offers a different option in attack, and I hope for Lyle and others, he'll provide them with balls to knock down and smash in. What do you think?
Like I say, it's a fantastic result. Like, it's a fantastic win again today. As you know, we've got Wickham next, and I won't even mention Wickham. We've got a tough. Every game's tough. Do you like? As you know, on social media, there's divided opinion on Chris Hughton on bringing the best out of his players. As I said, he's brought his own players in. He's getting rid of most of the 14 players that we got rid of in summer. Is he the right man to take us forward? And do you think he needs time to bring his own players in?
Oh, I'm becoming a man who comes on your channel every 6 weeks or so and sits on fences. Yes, I actually do. I actually do think he's the man that will put us, into the top half of the table next season. I don't think we'll. I came on, I don't know when it was, and said, "Oh yeah, I think it was fourth, wasn't it?" Last time we played Wickham, I was raving about us, and I Craig, you were laughing at me.
I wasn't laughing. It was Craig, not me.
All right, Craig was.
Yeah,
all right, fair enough.
Blame Craig. And then if you're watching Craig, it's your fault.
No, never. I think their gaffer's hair looked great, actually, Craig. I think he had a great job. I think Houghton is the man for right now, because he can't. We can't possibly have anybody else in this situation. I think he's done the right thing in terms of lightening the squad a little. I think that's something that he's inherited. He also inherited a situation that wasn't anybody's ideal situation after sort of 6 or 7 games at the start of the season. And I think he's done a fair job so far. And I think the squad will only move on from here. Although we said this, didn't we, when we had a run of good form, it was against teams around about us.
Yeah.
And last season we had a good spell against teams that were around about us, and we struggled against teams below 10th. Whereas this year we're struggling against anybody above 15th, and we're putting it to teams in the top 5 or 6 or 7. I think the next game this weekend and next week is going to tell whether the rest of our season is successful or not. And the number of games that Derby have got to play and Rotherham below then, that's the thing that's scared for me, because they've got 2 or 3 games in hand, don't they?
Yeah. I think like I said, we've got Wickham, because tomorrow I think Derby game got cancelled, but that game's tomorrow now. If I'm thinking, and if Rotherham's got 2 games in hand.
I'm just looking at the table now.
Yeah, I think now. People in the comment section, answer this question: who was your man of the match, and give me the reason why. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Like if you want as well. And if you've got any questions that you want to put towards me or Glenn or anyone else, you can. Like I said, this we've got a tough fixture list. We've got Wickham, then we've got Bournemouth, then we've got, I think it's Swansea, then it's Rotherham, isn't it? Rotherham, and then
Blackburn on Saturday the 20th. Rotherham Tuesday after, then Derby on the Friday night.
And Derby on the Friday night. It's going to be tough. Like we don't really play well against the top teams as well. It's like I say, it's going to be a massive game. Yes, we're going to be a massive game. And at least, like I said, I think in your opinion, the game against Middlesbrough, Swansea, and I think it was Barnsley. What was your opinion on them 3 games?
Middlesbrough. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the.
Middlesbrough lost 2-1.
Yeah, Middlesbrough 2-1 on the 20th of Jan, wasn't it?
They've got battered against Swansea 5-1.
The most disappointing thing for me for that game wasn't necessarily the way we played in that match, was the way we played compared to how we played at Millwall. The difference between the Millwall the victory the Saturday before then, when we won 3-1, and then we went up to we played Middlesbrough, didn't we, at the City Ground? Sorry, let me get this right. Sorry, we played Millwall at home, didn't we?
Yeah.
The difference between the two performances, that was the most disappointing thing for me. You know, there were obvious elements of the match that went against us, but the way we played in comparison to the way we played against Millwall, where we won 3-1, that was the most disappointing thing for me. And then, you know, the draw against Barnsley, and then tonight, I think, yeah, it's just that the way that we're playing in situations when we're really, really struggling, that's the most, you know, the challenging thing, the way the squad needs to really get around each other. And everything that I've heard from watching the games particularly, and ignoring the FA Cup match, obviously, the way that the team and the manager seems to be speaking at the end of the games, at least, they seem to really be together. And that's the, you know, we're going to get bumps in the road along the way, but that Middlesbrough performance, a comparison to the way we played when we beat Millwall at home, that was the most difficult thing to see, because I really did think at that point that we would start to compete against those teams in the 5 or 6 positions above us, and would really start to put pressure on, you know, that 16, 17 position rather than where we are. Had we not won today.
Do you think we'll stay up?
Yes.
You're confident you'll stay up?
Yes.
Who do you think the bottom 3 teams will go down?
Wickham.
Wickham. I don't want. You know what? I've said it on my stream. I've got a soft spot for Wickham. I don't know why. Because I know a player who plays for them, Curtis Thompson.
Right.
He's from my area from St Anne's.
Yeah.
I know. I think they'll go down, but I hope they don't. But what other teams think will go down?
I mean, it's really close down there, isn't it? I think Rotherham, you've got to say, are still going to be in the bottom 3 or 4, even though they've got 3 games in hand, are 6 points behind us. And then it could be anyone from QPR, Coventry, Derby, Birmingham, Sheffield Wednesday, all down there. I think Sheffield Wednesday are going to crawl themselves out. They started as more of a disadvantage than us, didn't they?
We've got a Sheffield Wednesday fan here in Punk Chef. Yeah, we need you lot to lose while we hit form at the same time. That's Sheffield Wednesday fan Chef, Punk Chef. Subscribe to Punk Chef as well, good lad as well.
I think Sheffield Wednesday will be okay. I think it will be from Derby, Birmingham, Rotherham, Wickham. I think it'll be from those. But who knows?
Last but not least, I think I'm doing a preview for the Derby game on a Thursday, and I'd love for you to get on if you are free there, Glenn.
Yeah, sure.
I've got quite a lot of Forest fans coming on. It's big. It's going to be a big review. So
if it was anything like your video you put out yesterday, I'd be more than happy to be involved with that. That would be great to me.
Well, this is Glenn, big Forest fan as well. Before you do, Glenn, this is the guy that got me my green screen. So, people, this is Glenn. I really do appreciate you doing that for me, Glenn.
Pleasure, indeed.
And it's thank you for doing this.
No, I'm glad that you're. It's making your channel and the content you're putting out all the better, mate.
Oh, thank you very much, Glenn. Well, like I said, Glenn, hopefully I'll see you for the Derby review, and I hope you keep yourself well and safe.
Thanks, man. Hook us up with the details. Cheers, bud.
All right. Peace and love, Glenn. Thank you very much, Glenn. So that's Glenn. Really nice guy. Joe, have you got your... Hello, Joe? Oh, okay, he's not on. Okay. Joe? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I did. Turn your camera. Turn your camera.
Hello.
Yeah, Joe, turn your camera. Oh, no. Your camera. Oh, what's it? It don't matter. What's your opinion on Forest's performance?
Bit of a scrappy game, but dug it out. Doesn't really matter how we played. Just got a good victory. To be honest.
Who was the stand-up player for you of the game?
Oh, 100% Ghana. Looks so just calm on the ball and composed.
Was he your man of the match?
I'd probably have to give it to Figueiredo. Whoa, to be fair.
Really?
But Figueiredo was pretty good, to be fair.
Like a massive 3 points. We've got Wickham next. Are you confident that we can get the points away?
I mean, considering they conceded 7 at the weekend, I think we should, considering the attack we have. But
Okay. Last but not least, where do you think Forest will finish? Where do you think Forest will finish this season?
20th to 17th range. Yeah.
What was it? 20th.
Yeah, 20th to 17th, 18th range.
Okay. Right, Joe. Thank you very much for coming on, Joe.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude. That's Joe. If any more football fans want to come on, they can. I'll put the link in as well. But yeah, I said another fantastic 3 points for Nottingham Forest. But yeah, fantastic performance for Forest. Before I do go, I said I've got an interview with Craig Armstrong. Hopefully that will come out Sunday. The review for the Wickham game, that'll be Friday night as well. I am doing a watch along as well for Wickham. But yeah, people, I've really enjoyed this fantastic win. If you like it, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do like, and thank you everyone for coming on my channel. And hopefully, this could be the start of another good run, and we can do another unbeatable run. Thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you everyone for watching my watch along. Thank you everyone for watching this review, and hopefully I'll see everyone soon. Peace and love up there from Forest.